Hey, what's up YouTubers, Mr. Double back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Battlefield 4 styled intro in Sony Vegas Pro 12 through 8. So how about we get started? You're going to have to download a file, and that's going to contain these 4 files right over here. It's going to be in WinRAR format, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much all. So how about we get started? Now, this intro is like 7 months old. I made it way ahead of time, but I guess since today I think is the release date for the Battlefield 4 beta on the Xbox or something, I decided to make a tutorial about it finally. So how about we get started? Now, you will have to download this file right here, which is my video, and it's right here. And I worked painstakingly hard to match all this freaking audio up, so it's a lot easier for you guys to edit. So if you download the file, you'll have this video. The name is going to be this right over here. It's weird, but you will have it. And I matched everything up. You guys are going to have to zoom in a lot so you can see the wavelengths. And so I hope we get started. First, drag the video that I gave you into the timeline, and then select it so it's blue like this. Now let's begin. Now the S key is going to be our friend. So how about we get started? Now make sure you observe everything. So we're gonna go with frame, well not frame, but yeah, I guess frame by frame to see the differences. So we're gonna drag this slowly, and bam, there you go. That's when our logo pops up. So right over here, we're gonna press S, and that's going to split it. And what we're doing is we're organizing the segments on this video. It makes it a lot easier to time everything with the music, because Battlefield 4 intros are all about the music. So if we play this a little bit, we could see that it disappears right over here. And then if we keep on going forward, we could see that this starts happening. So we're going to go right back over here, and right over here we're going to press S. So we have this big segment of the logo doing crazy stuff. Now we're going to... I forgot to make a segment right in the middle over here where the logo pops in, so make one right over here too. Continue forward. Listening to the audio always helps. This is where the audio gets all stable. As you can see, there's a thicker line over here. This is where your name becomes stable, so just press S right in the middle. There you go. Now if we go forward, this is where the audio gets messed up again, so we're gonna press S over here. This is where the freaking video starts going crazy. So now if we go forward again, right over here is where it becomes stable. So we're gonna press S right over here. And now if we go forward again, ooh, there's a short one. Ooh, I messed up. Sorry about that, guys. If we have to really pay attention to the audio. I just skipped that one. I'm not that good, so let's listen to the audio. Okay, so right over here, the audio becomes stable. So we're going to press S. So now if we watch this again, we're going to go until the video starts messing up. So bam, there you go, starts messing up. Press S. Watch this again. Now this is where the audio is perfectly stable. So press S right here, and then your logo has some nice screen time. A little bit of glitching here and there, and then it starts going crazy again. So right over here, press S. We are done with the timing now. So let's get started with putting in our stuff. Now right over here, the first scene is actually a big flare up. Now first, before we do anything, we need to add our background, which is this orangey background. So how we're going to do that is we are going to insert a new video track, and we're going to drag it underneath the audio. Well, it doesn't have to be underneath the audio, but it's better for editing purposes. And we're going to do this 2048 JPEG. Just drag that in there like so. So now if we press this, it's going to shut down the video on top. So if we press it, all we see is the video in the bottom. And that's what it looks like. So right click and go to Properties. And go to Maintain Aspect Ratio and Disable Resample. And there you go. Now we're going to add a nice blur effect. So go to Video Effects and go to... Where does that go? Is it blur? No, it's not blur. It's defocus. It's right over here. The defocus is really freaking helpful. I love this thing. So just use the default one, drag it on there, and it should be good to go. If we just load up quickly, come on, Sony Vegas, don't give up on me now. I'm too late into the recording for you to mess up. Okay, I'm back. Now it finally loaded up. So this is what it should look like. Nothing really fancy here. You could increase the blur if you really want to, but it's not really necessary. It looks fine right now. So voila, it's going to look a little bit different. I don't remember the image I used on this one, but anyways, this is good to go. One thing we have to do is we have to right click and insert another video track. And drag it right on top of our mountain image that's blurred out. Now go to Media Generators and go to Noise Textures. This loads up, go to the plasma and place it on top of there. Okay, there you go. Now take the first color and just make it disappear by using the opacity meter right here. And then go over here and change this to a nice orange color, because Battlefield freaking loves orange. Uh, this is a nice orange right here. That's good to go. And now go to the offset and go to this time button over here. If you're in an older Sony Vegas, what just happened? If you go into older Sony Vegas, you are already going to have this. So just drag the timeline all the way to the end and do the progress in degrees all the way like this. And you should have this nice line going. So that's it. That's all you have to do. Now what you have to do is you have to move this thing, all this fog that you just made, to the second one right here. So if we turn this on again, we can see that this is the fog right here. We're trying to make that effect. This fog is actually from Action Essentials too, but yeah, I'm not allowed to give away that content. So we'll just make our own fog in Sony Vegas. Drag that in until the second one right here, so it looks like this. Now go to the pan cropped button right here. You could right click it, or you could just go over here like this, and it should open up smoothly for you. Oh god, it's terrible. I gotta reinstall it. Go to mask and then check mark this right here. Now go to the free pen right here and make a nice little really low like this shape. That's a shape you gotta make. So yeah, just make sure it's outside of like this, and then bam, you should have this thing going. It's okay, it's not gonna look that bad. Go to feather type and go to out and go to feather percentage and increase this to about like 24, 34. It's really up to you. Actually, 24 is nice. Keep it at 25 or 24. Now that's like that. Decrease the opacity by going to the top of our fog layer like this and decrease it a little bit. That's too much decreased. 58% looks good. So now our little segment is like this. Wow. It fogs up. Now insert another video track and drag it on top of our fog. It should be already on top. And here it is. And we're going to have to add this little flash that we get. And to do that, we're going to go to our Explore tab and insert the center light, which I provide to you in the description below. So drag that right on top of our fog layer and match it up with the length of our first cut, which is this little part right here, which is actually for like 4 or 7 milliseconds. So bammo like that. Make sure you go to the compositing mode and click add right here. Okay, so that's just going to add this nice little flare. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the first part. Ooh, this is too big. Sorry. That's what she said. There you go. Now this is perfect. So now our logo pops up, which is right here. Our logo pops up right here, and it stays in the center for a little bit, and then it goes away. So to get this effect down, we're going to right-click, and if you already have the logo, just insert your logo right now, but I don't have a logo with me right now, well, anywhere near me in the computer, I guess. So we're just going to make our own. Hopefully Sony Vegas stops lagging. I really do have to reinstall this. I think there's a problem with it or something. It's been doing this like freaking for a very long time. I'll just pause it and start again. Okay, man, text window popped up. So I'm just gonna make a quick little logo. It's really bad, so don't take this. This is just like a placeholder, I guess. You know, let's use Impact. Impact seems like a acceptable font here, if we could find it. No, we can't find it. Oh, here it is. Impact. Look at that. That's nice. Make it a little bit bigger. That's not making it bigger. That's messing it up. Okay, there you go. That's better. That's better. Okay, so there you go. That's our logo. And now, make sure you make the logo as small as the first segment that we have right here. So just decrease it until you get to that second cut. And there you go. Now go to pan cropped for your logo and zoom it in a little bit like this. And we're going to cause a little bit of camera shake. So let's go forward a little bit. Go to like 3 or 4 milliseconds. Add a little shake. Go to 6 milliseconds. Add a little shake. Go to the final millisecond and just add a little shake. So now our thing is moving a little bit. I'm not going to play it because it's useless. It's like a millisecond. And now it zooms in very close to the screen. So we're just going to right click on our logo. We're going to copy it right over here. And now we're going to paste it right after the logo that we just made. So paste. And now create a new copy of source media. This is the one you're supposed to select and click OK. Now it's here. So now go to delete the frames that you just made. So select them all, holding Control, and then press Delete key. There you go. We're just going to go with the first frame, and we're going to zoom in on it like this because it zooms up. Like this. We're going to go a little bit forward, and apparently this thing goes freaking crazy when it's close up to the screen, so we're just gonna do this stuff right here, because freaking the editor guy for freaking Battlefield just loves messing people up. They should really have a seizure warning in all their videos. But anyways, if it does this crazy thing, and then there's another flash. If you notice right over here, there's a big flash right here, and then it cuts to the blackness. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna go back to our light source. We're gonna right click on that. We are gonna copy it, and we're gonna bring the timeline back up here, and we're gonna paste it. And look at that. Bam, we have our own freaking blast of light. Yeah, so we're gonna zoom in on this blast of light. Let's select these two. Bam, there you go. So now let's go back to our upper video so we could view it. So unclick the mute and let's watch it. Okay, it gets black right over here, so we're gonna end it right here. So now we have blackness, and this is where it gets pretty freaking difficult. So what you want to do is you want to have your logo or your text, whatever you want. Right click. I'm just gonna insert whatever I freaking want. Mr. Oh god, that's freaking terrible. Okay, there you go. We're gonna use this as a standing background, whatever you want to call it. It's not viewable right now because this video is on top. But anyways, let's mute it. Here it is. So our audio now, sorry, I forgot one thing before we begin. Make sure you bring your background back over here. Just right before your logo your name pops up, sorry, because that's when the background goes away. That's when the orangey background goes away. So now you're here. This is actually very difficult. You just want to cause complete chaos to your word to match up with the music like this. And you want to add these little random freaking flashes out of nowhere. So what we want to do is we want to do exactly that. So drag it right over here to our cut that we have. What cut is this? Hold on. This is cut number 1, 2, 3, 4. The cut number 4. So cut number 4, you want to insert your name. And then you want to drag it until the end of cut number 4. This is the most important one. This is the one that's going to take the longest. And let's insert our flashes right now. So our flashes are going to be very small and very unnoticeable. So right click on the flash that we have right now. Actually, we don't need to do this. I already have it copied. So right click on here and click paste once you've copied this. And make it as small as you can, like this freaking small. It's supposed to be really small. So there you go. We have our little random flash here, and then our, oops, mute this. We have, why is it not working? Oh, I muted the audio. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. We have our little random flash right here. And we're supposed to have another flash, and that is the side flare, which I've also provided to you in the description below. So insert that right over here too. Oh, come on. There you go. Make it as small as the first center flare that we made. So these are really freaking small. And they're little flashes of light. That's pretty much all. And so now we're just going to repeat this process over and over again. So one thing I like to do is I like to click Control, hold Control, and select one and then select the other. And then right click and copy it. So now we just go forward and we paste it like this. And it keeps on doing it. So we go forward a little bit more, we right click, we paste it. Go forward a little bit more, right click and paste it. More, right click, paste it. More, right click, paste it. So now if we watch this, warning, if you get seizures, don't watch this. It's freaking weird. You get this thing going on. Because freaking, you know, DICE loves this shit. Now that we have this done, we go down to our little audio, our logo thingy, our name. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're basically going to make it look retarded. So just go forward a little bit. Oh, wait, actually, stay in the front. Zoom in a lot, like this much. And then go forward. And then shake it like this. And then go forward. Zoom out a little bit. Shake it. And then go back in. And then shake it. And then zoom in way too close. And then shake it. And just, you know, just make it look stupid. Just make it look stupid out. It'll freaking work. I'm not going to lie, this intro does look kind of cool. Sometimes it looks cool, but freaking how much time I spent on this the first time, it was ridiculous. Just keep on doing what I'm doing right now, shaking it, zooming in, zooming out, doing weird stuff. I made this intro the day after the release of the first trailer, and I saw it at the end. I was like, oh, this is so freaking awesome. So I spent at least freaking like 2 hours on this intro the first time. It was freaking ridiculous. Ooh, writing a little twirl right here. Ooh, zoom on. Okay, so now if we watch this, it basically looks dumb. So if we watch this, you can see it's doing all this weird stuff. Now we're going to make it look a little bit cooler, and we're going to go to the video effects, and we're going to go to... actually, before we begin, every time you see this flash, every time you don't see a flash, actually, make sure you split your text. So press S right here. So whenever it's empty on top, make it separate. So right over here, we're going to separate it right here. You guys probably see what I mean. Every single time. So whenever there's no flare on top, just separate the text right there. It's a special place. So bam, bam, bam. Because every millisecond we get, we have to animate it, which is gonna be a pain. But the end result's pretty freaking cool. So you guys probably understand what I'm doing. Bam, bam. Now that you have empty spots, you're gonna go to TV Simulator and add bad sync to every empty spot that you see. So the first one right over here. Bam, bam. Actually, I take that back. Just skip like 1 or 2 just to freaking make the viewer like freak out. Like, whoa, that one did not have a freaking TV Simulator thingy. Just add it completely randomly. Anywhere you want it in the empty spots. You can even add it, just add it randomly anywhere. It doesn't freaking matter. You want to cause as much chaos as possible, so just enter this in random places. And also enter it randomly into the flare itself. As you can see, that time I just put it into the flare. Just enter it anywhere you would like. Just don't do every single one because it's going to look bad. Just every single one, you just have this bad sync going on. Okay, so now if we watch this segment, we can see it's completely crazy. So now that we have that set up, we can carry on with our empty spot. And the empty spot is my freaking favorite. So just right click, insert your text media, and put back your logo. And this one's nice and calm. It tells the viewer what's up. So zoom out and make sure you match it up with these cuts that we have right here. So just drag it back in here to the cuts. Like this. And we're going to slowly zoom out. So go to the end of so right click and go to pan cropped, and then go all the way to the end of the timeline, and then slowly zoom out. Not too much, just a little bit like this. So now if we watch this, we can see. And then it goes crazy again. Now I realize that this is a lot more crazy than it actually was in my original intro. As you can see, it's a lot more calm. And if we watch this right now. Oops, sorry. Now if we watch mine right now. It's pretty much the same vibe, it's just a little bit faster. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be as fast as possible. That's how they made it. Dice, whatever. So yeah, this is what it should look like. Right here. Bam, bam. The light sources are a little bit different because my file got deleted, so unfortunately that's what I had to go with. But it looks cool. One thing that's different here is that the flares are behind. In this image, the flares are behind the text. But I think it looks better in front of the text, like so. So yeah, now that we go over here, this is a nice calm session right here. And then it goes back to crazy, then nice calm, and back to crazy, and then nice calm. So what we're going to do, we don't want to do this whole thing over again. We're just going to copy and paste it. So zoom in, back in. And that's very important, and if you mess up, you're going to screw the whole thing up. So hold Control, click every single thing, oops, shit. Click every single thing you see, and make sure it has this yellow highlight around it. Every single goddamn thing. It's going to take forever, but once you're done, it's going to look pure gold. So just click every single little video segment that you have, and make it highlighted yellow. So I'm concentrating because I don't want to freaking click anything bad. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, everything is selected. Ooh, don't select this. I think everything is selected. Oh, the last one's not selected. Okay, now that everything is selected, right click and press copy. And now drag your timeline behind the comm session that we have right now and just paste it on this layer, the flare layer. So paste. And create new source media, yeah. And bam, look at that. We have our craziness back right on time without having to do the whole thing over. And now we have this comm session again. So we're going to copy the comm session from here, and we're going to paste it right here. Create new source media, yeah. Now we have another comm session here, and then it goes, oh no, wait, hold on. Is this comm? Yeah, this is comm. And now we're going to have to do this whole pasting thing over again right over here. So again, click every single one and paste it. So hold control. Control is very freaking important. You don't want to mess that up. Yeah. Oh, this is boring, isn't it? I'm sorry. I should have paused the video right here, but I'm sorry. I apologize for making... Well, you could just skip the video. Just skip this part a little bit, a couple of seconds. I don't know how long this video has been. I'm assuming it's been 15 minutes, I think. Maybe. I don't know. No. Unselect this. Okay, now once everything is yellow, right click on it and click copy. And then go to the end of your smooth layer right here, the smooth back movement, and paste it right here. Yes. So now we got this thing going again. And then it says comm right over here. So we're going to delete our little extra footage right here. I'm holding control right now, that's why everything's getting highlighted. And there you go. So now our thing gets comm again. This is actually a really nice one, so if you want to change your logo up right over here, it's a good thing to do. But I'm just going to keep this, so copy, drag it over here to the comm layer, and then paste. Yes. And drag it out a little bit, holding control to slow it down. So now, if we watch what we have so far, this is what we have so far. So now our thing gets really calm over here. And then it goes crazy and disappears. So what we're going to do for this is we are going to... Hold on one second. We are going to just hold control and zoom it out all the way till the end. Right over here. So now it goes crazy. Right, listen. So in order to get this effect, we're going to have to split our text logo right over here in our last cut right here. So split this one on the bottom too. So you should have this little segment at the perfect time. Now this one has this effect. So we're gonna make this shit go crazy. So click bad sync, add that right now, and it starts doing this thing because it freaking loves doing this thing. Now we're gonna add a bunch of this because this is gonna be freaking crazy. Hold on, hold uno momento, por favor. Click this. We're gonna copy this. Copy. There you go. And then, you know what? I take this back. I apologize. We're going to do our own thing. Go back to Explorer and freaking insert your side flare wherever you freaking want. This is all up to you. It's random, the more better. So, insert this in a completely random freaking spot. Because this shit's going to freaking go crazy. So, we're going to make some nuggets, I guess you can say. So some nuggets of flare. And delete the rest. So now we have this nice batch to work with, separate throughout this. So just add it to random freaking places. Random places. The more random, the better this intro is. This intro is all about randomization and making the viewer confused as to what is going on. We need some more of this. But you know what? No, I'll make it a healthy serving of both flares. So go to center flare and drag that in here too. Let's make ourselves some freaking nuggets of flare, shall we? Nugget 1, Nugget 2, Nugget 3, Nugget 4, Nugget 5, Nugget 6. Ooh, Nugget 6 is a fat nugget. There you go. So now we're going to zoom in and we're going to delete the access right over here. And now we're going to drag this in here, completely random positions. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Overlapping is good. You want to make the person confused, like I've already mentioned, like a billion times. So just make it completely freaking right. It doesn't even matter if you could even add your own flares. Like go to Google Images or something and find flares. It doesn't freaking matter at all. I mean, no one's gonna freaking notice this part because it goes way too freaking fast. Okay, so now if we watch this, it goes crazy. Now, what I actually did exactly on the top one is that to every single flare, I added the TV simulator bad sync. So if you want to, you can do that. But it's gonna take a long time. This is a tutorial, so I'm just gonna add to every single one. I'm not going to add to every. You know what? I'm finished. Let's just say that I added the TV bad simulator to every single flare that I saw. So now if we watch our whole intro, you will get a general idea of what I just did. So this is my intro that I made on the spot. So let's check this out. Okay, and this is the intro that you would see that I freaking downloaded. Here, watch this. Now what you're seeing right over here are transitions. You can do that, like at every cut that you see here, you can add a random transition from a transition menu. But I chose not to do that because it would just take longer, and you basically get the same effects. So in order to make this lining thingy, just replace the bad sync that I did with a transition in the beginning, and it will give you the same effect. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was actually a lot harder to explain this because I was just autopiloting it all. But hopefully you guys understood. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, that's pretty much all. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.